What is good, everybody? Today we're back with brand new WWE action figure surgery, just really off the heels of episode 100. I appreciate everybody for the congrats and all the comments and love and celebration of episode 100 of action figure surgery. It was a long time in the making, man. 6-7 years, something like that, man, but I greatly appreciate all the support on that video. If you guys missed episode 100, about an hour and 40 minutes of action figure surgery that was posted about a week ago, I think. But today we're back with episode 101, and I love it because, again, I said the best part of action figure surgery episode 100 was that we could get back to regular scheduled programming. I can finally do fix-ups, and I don't have to wait and try to build up that episode 100. I can just film it and get ready to go, man. So I'm excited to be back here with you today. Obviously, this is not going to be an hour and 40 deal because that was a special, so definitely go check that out. But today, we are back, and it still should be a great episode. We got a lot of stuff featured here, and you'll notice a theme around this one. There's a lot more women's figures. Now, the reason that is because I think there was something that I was looking for in the drawer, and then I picked up one figure and was like, damn, I could do something with that. And then I just emptied out the whole drawer because I found the ugly, terrible fix-up Rhea Ripley figure. And if you guys remember episode 100, we needed that figure and we couldn't find it. And then once I did that, I said, to hell with this. I couldn't find her choker necklace. So I said, to hell with this, we're dumping this whole damn thing out. When I dumped it out, I was found with a bunch of fix-up ideas. So that kind of added to it. And there was a project that I've been putting off for a while, and we have to go ahead and we're going to attempt it today. We got some good stuff here. We also have a couple things off screen we'll get into, but you guys know that we always start off with the stretcher figure. And the stretcher figure was a fix-up that we made on action figure surgery, and we're already back. So apparently we messed something up, but not really. We didn't really mess it up, but I do have to get into this Rhea Ripley fix-up. Now, everybody, I really couldn't get the vibe. Everybody, I kind of effed this up because I forgot to show this off in episode 100, but now you can kind of see what the deal was. You have this black and white Rhea Ripley fix-up, which isn't bad, but I don't think it quite hits like it should. So today, we're going to fix it up a little bit more here, and we're going to get into why. So originally, we were supposed to have this, this long giraffe neck, terrible Rhea Ripley that everybody ripped apart. I still don't think it's as bad as everybody thinks it is. I think it's okay. I don't really think it's that damn bad, but everybody was just drilling me on this, but nonetheless, we can finally fix up what we want to do here today, man. So I'm going to be taking not one, not two, but three, if this damn Rhea Ripley will stand the hell up before I have a John Brown conniption. 3 different Rhea Ripley figures to make kind of this fix-up Rhea. Now, we know that in the year 2025, we're going to be getting a lot of Rhea Ripleys. We already know one's coming in Elite 117. The Ultimate Edition, I think, goes up for order next week sometime, if I'm not mistaken. I could be wrong on that. What's today's date? Yeah, I think it's like 2.5 days or something like that, man. So we're going to get that, but let's get into this fix-up. So what we're going to do is take our original Sonya Deville fix-up Rhea here in the black and white, and you can let me know if I'm wrong, if you think I should do away with this and go back to the original, but we're going to be taking the choker necklace from here, taking the choker necklace from this one. So we're going to put the black studded one on here. So take off the mommy one. I love the mommy one, but I think the white kind of throws it off, and I'll explain why. But after that, we're going to take this little waist thigh wrap deal that kind of goes up under the cheekage, and we're going to replace it with this black one that does have these chains on it that came from the other Rhea Ripley, as people are falling the hell over. But so we'll take the choker, this the little waist, torso deal that we have going on here, and then the legs, and we're going to put that all onto this figure right here. So the only thing that will be white remaining on this little fix-up Rhea is going to be her wrist tape. But then we're going to take it a step further because I'm going to take the gauntlets from her first figure, her Elite 84, and we're going to put the wrist gauntlets. So the studded gauntlets from here are going to go onto here. So you can kind of see the vision. We're going to take all the white off, put black and silver and studs and stuff on here, and it's going to look a lot better. I promise you that we can finally, first of all, we can retire the ugly Rhea custom fix-up we were trying to do. Now, to be honest, Mattel still hasn't given us the damn sternum tattoo, and I've been wanting the sternum tattoo. They still haven't given it to us, so honestly, I should go with my custom one, but you know what, Brad, I'll give it to you. You think it's ugly, that's fine. We'll live with that. We'll live with that. You can think it's ugly, and we'll fix it up to here today and try to, rewrite history, I guess, but Tony Storm trying to fall over in the back here. But let's get into the next bit of business. We also want to fix up our RVD. Now, this is something that we ran into. This is probably the only sort of, besides the Rhea Ripley, this was kind of our only mistake on Action Figure Surgery episode 100, was that we just didn't get the, I thought these thighs would sit flush with this, and I was wrong. So we do have this old Adam Cole that I still love. This is the, I think, Elite 71 Adam Cole. It's got the 3-pack head sculpt on it. We gave him bigger legs because I always gave him the tiny legs. We're going to be putting these thighs onto this Monday Night Wars RVD and then putting these lower legs from the Ultimate Edition into that. And so we will finally have a flush leg RVD, and it's going to look so much better, man. It's going to be an immaculate fact. I'm going to love this RVD after today. I thought I'd love it on episode 100, but we unfortunately messed it up. So that is what we're going to do there for RVD. It should be really nice. It should come together very nicely. I can't wait to see exactly what that looks like. We also have a Liv Morgan fix up. So this is what I'm thinking here. We have this basic. I think this is a part of the new WrestleMania wave. It's hitting a lot of Walmarts right now. Going to be doing that, but we're also going to be head swapping it with the Elite 103. Now, this is originally the Elite 85 head sculpt, I think, but we are going to be head swapping these two. I like the hair. I like the likeness over here. It's got more makeup on it, so I think this would look really good. It also has kind of platinum hair versus the blonde here, so I think that'll add to it. Not only that, I also want to take this Perez back here, and we're going to switch the entire leg. So we're going to do a leg swap on these, and you're probably thinking why, but look, there's lime green over here. It's got the studs over there. I hate these basic boots, which is kind of ironic because I'm going to be using some later, but I think these legs, and I know that these have the netting actually on there in the paint apps. These just have the darker legs, but I think it'll be okay because she's kind of a darker skin tone, and she already has that mesh looking, dark skin tone going on this Liv anyway. So kind of combining these three figures together to kind of create our ultimate version of Liv Morgan right there. I think we will get an ultimate of her in 2025 as well, but you know what I mean. Then I'm going to get into the finale in a moment, but today, man, we're going to make an amazing Toni Storm Elite figure, and not that this Jazzwares version isn't bad or, it's just the worst thing I've ever seen or something like that, but I think that we can actually make an Elite version, and I'm excited for it because it's actually a fix-up I've wanted to do for a long time. I want to give a huge shout-out to my man Steinsenberg Custom because he is the one that kind of invented this, but you take all these figures here. So we have Scarlett, we have Toni, we got the Mia Yim figure from back in the day here, or the Reckoning, I'm sorry, and we are going to be taking this Alexa Bliss. We're going to combine all of these together to create an Elite Toni Storm, and the way we're going to do this is the body. We're going to be putting the head sculpt from this AEW Jazzwares Toni Storm onto this Reckoning body. We're going to put the legs from this Scarlett into the Reckoning body to replace these tight legs, and then we're going to take her, her heel boots off right here and replace them with the boots or the kick pads, I should say, of this Elite 82 Alexa Bliss fix-up that, unfortunately I don't really use or need anymore. So we're going to be, kind of just make it a Frankenstein effort, man. And the Frankenstein efforts are the best. And you're probably sitting there wondering, well, you named all of that, but what the hell are you going to be doing with Cody Rhodes back there? And Cody Rhodes may be the most interesting process to date, at least in this video, because we have some stuff that we have to do here with this Cody Rhodes. So we're going to be taking the champion right here, man, and we're going to be upgrading this Ultimate Edition. So you guys know that this Cody Rhodes figure originally was, in his entrance, he did come with wings. And I don't know who came up with this idea, but I saw it somewhere, and I don't know who it was exactly, but the Elite 69 Ricochet came with these wings, and we're going to attempt to glue these to the back of this Cody Rhodes Ultimate right here. And not only that, they have some pegs on there. I'm going to attempt to shave these off, and then we're going to paint these. So we're going to paint these wings. We're going to paint these wings white. I'm probably going to dry brush some white over it, and then I have some gold paint that I'll paint the bottom wings, because he had some gold wings in there. I'm going to paint some of these bottom wings gold, and then we're going to put some shiny, finish over those, and then we're going to glue these to the back of this Cody Rhodes jacket. But before we do that, we're going to be painting the black panels on these sleeves and this jacket the blue color that they're supposed to be. So we're going to be fixing the blue color on the jacket, and we're going to be fixing the blue color on the sleeves, and then we're going to be adding the wings to the back of the jacket. So that's a big project right there. So that's going to be a very, very big project that I'm honestly scared to attempt, but we're going to do it anyway, because you got to risk it to get the biscuit. You guys know in action figure surgery, that's what we do, man. We got to do it. But nonetheless, man, we're going to do that last. That's going to be the biggest thing to do, so we'll wait on that one. We'll do that one at the end there, kind of holding off on the Ultimate Edition. But let's get into what we're going to do here today on Action Figure Surgery. Man, I tell you, if there was an MDT Hall of Fame, I think the white trusty hairdryer would probably be, I mean, he'd have to be first ballot, right? He's an obvious first ballot choice. I think the trusty knife is a first ballot choice. Who else are some Hall of Famers? There's got to be some other Hall of Famers out there, but those are the first ballots right there. But let's get into this, man. I guess, first of all, we can, I guess, start off with Liv Morgan. It's just, it was just the first figures that we're laying right here. But the Roxanne Perez right here, I'm going to be putting the Liv Morgan legs on here anyway, just because. And I think they use the same leg mold, so it all works out good. And this is easy money. Now, unfortunately, actually, I have to heat this head sculpt up because it's an Elite 85 head sculpt, which means that it was not interchangeable. That is the dumbest shish. So we're not going to heat that up for now. We're going to heat up the legs first since they're already here. Might as well just heat these up. It'd be a really simple deal there just to do that leg swap right there. So I'm not worried about that. We'll bring this closer so you guys can see, you know, the everything that's going on here, so you can, you know, do it yourselves if you'd like. But that is what we have first. The Liv Morgan Basic, don't have to heat that up. That could just pop right off. I wish that I could do like an Elite conversion. So that's something I wish I could do. I wish I could turn this into an Elite. I think that would be awesome, but don't think that's possible, at least at this juncture with what I'm looking at. So I don't know. We may do some different stuff. We'll see. We'll see what's going on there. But what else can we do here, man? There's got to be some other shish that we can heat up. The Rea Ripley, I guess we got to heat her legs up too, but before we heat her legs up, I think we should probably remove these, you know, these little deals that they have going on their waist or whatever. These little, I don't even know what the hell you call these. I don't know what to call this. Is it like a, I don't know, man. Don't even attempt to say it because you don't know what the hell you're talking about and you just sound like a dumb clown. So I'll just take the L on that one. But we're gonna remove these duodenums.
I'm gonna remove your duodenum
from the figure, and then we will get into, you know, heating this up, because I think what I'm going to attempt to do is heat up all 4 sets of legs back to back to back to back, and I think that would be the easiest way. And actually, I'm a stupid idiot, because removing the legs is the easiest way to remove these duodenums.
Duodenum.
You know what? We're just going to heat these up. What an idiot. What a dumb idiot. Way to backtrack, you moron. All right, so we're going to do that right there, and then one more. Jesus, I don't even know what to. I think that'll do. It looks stupid, but I think it'll work. As far as everything else, okay. I think this is okay. I think this is okay for the first round. I think this is going to work. And while this heats up, I got to tell you about something. It's time for another Whatnot show. Tomorrow night, 9:30 p.m. Central Time. Join me for another epic Whatnot stream. And this time, I'm trying to get to the damn Royal Rumble. You heard it right. I'm trying to get to the Royal Rumble. So I'm selling off some of my collection as well as some custom action figure belts that we've come to know. We're starting them all at $1. Starting off all at $1 auction. Click the link in the description below so that you can follow me on Whatnot and bookmark my show for tomorrow night, so as soon as I go live, it will send you a notification to your cellular device. Jesus. Like I said, parts of my collection, custom action figure belts, and lots more, mystery figures, all kinds of different surprises to be had. Click the link in the description below, download the app, follow me, get ready to go, 9:30 p.m. Central Time tomorrow night. Alright, man, definitely come by the Whatnot stream, man. So I'm trying to get to the damn Royal Rumble, you know what I mean? I'm trying to get to the Royal Rumble, and so I'm going to be selling off custom belts. We're going to be selling personal items from my collection. We're going to be doing all of that different stuff. And I just realized that this thing had a damn plug the whole time. Unbelievable shish, man. Only on Action Figure Surgery, man. That's what you come here for. Alright, here we go, man. So, yeah, come by the Whatnot stream, man. It's going to be a lot of fun. It's going to be a ton of fun, man. It's going to be epic. So, we're going to get into all the different things. Going to have a lot of figures on sale there. Possibly some mystery items and customs. You never know, man. But we're going to leave this Rhea right here because we are going to come right here. We're going to remove that little doohickey right there. And then we're going to do this. See, the thing is, the reason I forgot about the little plug on that one is because this one doesn't have a plug. You flip it around, there's just a plug right there. Also, dude, this is going to look so much better, man. You just don't even know. This is going to look so much better. I'm so hyped for this. I'm so excited.
I'm so excited.
All right, so what should we... I guess I can go ahead and remove this head sculpt right here. I don't want to lose this choker necklace because I'm sure we'll be able to fix up some sort of Rea Ripley in the future, right? But we're going to take this and we're going to pop this choker on here. See, it's got... Dude, I'm telling you, it's going to look sweet. It's going to look sweet because it's just going to look sweet, okay? Like, forget everything I just said. It's going to look awesome. I'm just telling. Have I ever stirred you wrong? I'm sure I have. Don't answer that. Okay, now we're gonna go over here to the doohickey. Oh, dude, this is gonna look awesome. This is gonna look so much better, man. And I think and I'll say if I had the other parts, if I had an extra Elite 110 Rhea Ripley, and I do have an extra Elite 110, but if I had extra parts to make another version of Rhea Ripley, like a black and white version, I would do that. I would go ahead and do that because I think that, her fix-ups are pretty damn awesome. So, I don't have any issues with that. We're gonna plug that in there and then attach this right here. Did it get heated up enough? Please, God. Okay, boom, there it is. I'm going to shove that down a little bit right there, and then we got to get the other leg on here, which should be nice. Coming through right there, got to pop that through. Liv Morgan back there just getting cooled off like an idiot. All right, boom. So we'll put Rea Ripley off to the side for now, and then we will put this extra god-awful Rhea parts up here, and we can use these Rhea parts at a later date. Like, we'll save those. And I also, oh, dude, I ordered a Rhea Basic, I think, for that fix-up specifically, and it hasn't arrived yet, so that's unfortunate. It's one of the newer basics, and the head sculpt, I slept on it. I thought that it was going to be buns, and it's actually not buns. It's actually hot dog weenies, which is better than the bun, I imagine. I mean, you could argue, but we're going to pop that leg on there. I hope this isn't loose, but I really like this boot sculpt. We saw this back at Comic-Con, I think, what was it, in 2024? In 2023, I think we saw that back at Comic-Con, but we're going to pop this leg on there like that, and I'm going to let this cool off a minute. Damn, you know what I should have done? What an absolute clown show. I think we should just do a boot swap. I think after further inspection, yep, we're doing it. We're going to do this. I think this is going to work better, actually. I think this is going to be a lot better swap. We're going to put the original legs back on here. We're calling it an audible, man. Sometimes you got to check the pressure. You got to check the defensive front, and you got to make an audible at the line of scrimmage so that you don't put yourself in a bad position, and you check out of a play. They're bringing heat, Brad. We're going to check to something else so that we do not get sacked on this play right here, because if we do, we're going to be in bad field position, and we could lose this football game. So we're going to have to we're gonna have to audible right here. Oh my goodness. All right, I may have to heat this back up. What a beautiful, immaculate audible. That's a touchdown. Now from here, I don't know if I have the heat. Do I have the heat? I got Miami. Just a terrible joke. All right, got that boot off. We're gonna put Roxanne over here because I really, like when I'm in the middle of surgery and I don't have a plan for something, like I don't really care about it at the moment. You know what I mean? I'm gonna have to pick. Come on, man, get that off. If I can't get that off, I'm just gonna hold it because I think we can do something else. So we gotta heat up this boot to put onto the Liv fix up. I think that was a great pivot. That was a good audible right there. I like that. Good job by Dr. Whitaker. Sometimes you cut open the patient, you gotta go against the grain, gotta do something else. Now what we're gonna do is Yes, what in the Sam Hill? We kind of have like a similar thing going on right here. And what's dumb is I think that this Alexa Bliss also shares the same leg mold as that Liv Morgan. So you really could have made your pick. But we're going to put this stuff in front of the heat. And then we also got to heat up the Scarlet legs and boots, which should get heated up at the same time. I imagine they will. But God in heaven, I hope so. You know what I mean? Tony Storm Jazzwares figure, don't have to heat up shish because you can just pop the head sculpt off. The Reckoning figure, we're going to go ahead and remove the head sculpt, and then we're also going to go ahead and remove this cloth goods jacket. Now, you can't really put this jacket on nobody because they put that damn ugly Revolution logo or whatever the hell that was supposed to be. Dude, I hated that. That was dark times, man. Oh, that was dark times. That was terrible. Terrible television. Thank God for Triple H. Now, we're going to put that back there, and we're going to heat up. Oh, my God. Why does she have a She has that damn logo on her crotch piece, too. We can get rid of that. That's not actually a big deal. We can swing that, all right? But going to be a very similar heat up situation to the last one that we just had. But what else can we do here? What else can we heat up? RVDs can actually be heated up by itself because it's going to require a lot of heat. So we're not using water, which actually scares me, but let's go ahead and get into it here. Alright, man, hopefully this is good enough here. So we're going to pull these legs off of this figure. I feel like a majority of women's figures are on ball joints. Isn't that crazy? The women's figures have gotten so much better, man. It's ridiculous. But we're going to pop this high heel boot off right here. Just like so. We're going to slide all this fodder back here, but I'm going to pop that off right there. That's good. And we're going to pop this off. And one thing that's cool about that Scarlet figure is the knee pads are actually sculpted on. So you actually don't have to do a whole lot right there. Okay, so that is... These legs at the top are a lot thicker than the previous. So Toni Storm. Gotta pop this in there, and then boom. Still got some pretty good articulation. You can't really kick back any, but I think the proportions on this are gonna work out all right too, but we're gonna pop this off and put this over here. Nice, and then we're gonna pop this off. And you know what I forgot about? I forgot to heat up the Elite 85 Liv Morgan head sculpt like a clown idiot. And I suspect this year we'll probably get a updated Scarlet figure, but yeah, that doesn't look half bad right there, man. Need to put like a jacket on it, maybe remove the wrist tape or something like that. We got to get those logos off of there, but I think this is going to work out all right. But we do have to pop this boot out, and we're going to put that back there, and we're going to pull this over, and we're going to shove this onto here, like so. And then we're going to heat this head sculpt up. We're going to heat this Liv Morgan head sculpt. We're going to, we still got to do our Rhea swap, but we got to heat this head sculpt of the Liv Morgan, and we have to heat up, we don't have to heat up anything with Cody, but we do have to heat up the legs of this Adam Cole and this RVD, which I do not look forward to. I'm actually afraid to do so, but hopefully everything will turn out all right. God, dude, I don't look forward to this, honestly. Swapping the thighs at the top right there is always just trash, bro. I'm telling you, it's not fun. You won't like it. Not good. You'll see the Toni Storm at the end. Liv Morgan will swap the head sculpt after we pop that off. We'll switch the legs over, and then we will do the gauntlet swap on the Rea Ripley, and it should be pretty easy there. All right, brothers, let's see if we got it. I'm really afraid. Good Lord, man, this head sculpt's going to be on fire. I highly, highly imagine this is going to be fire. I just don't want to break the peg. That's my only worry. So I'm going to pull this off screen and kind of like lightly pull it out. Got that. All right, perfect. And then you guys will see the Liv Morgan at the end because all I got to do is put the choker necklace on there and the head sculpt, and that Liv Morgan fix-up will be good to go. You'll see the Rea Ripley at the end too with the gauntlet swap. Or I'll show that. It really doesn't matter, I guess. But this is the part that I'm afraid of, and that is going to be switching these thighs here. And hopefully, it's not a big deal. I forgot this is on ball joints. This is actually going to help, possibly, because we can kind of torque it. And the good thing about this, too, is it has a lip on it already. So it makes it a lot easier to, like, grip and rip. Like that right there. And then now, look, we can plug this back in right here, like that right there. And then doing the same thing on the other side. Pop that off. Pop this off at the lower leg. Jesus, man. Oh! God in heaven. Jesus, man. Jesus. I'm telling you, man, these thighs, they're not fun to swap. Like upper legs like this. Like I'll do like a full leg swap like the women, but detaching a thigh swivel sucks eggs, man. Anybody that's ever done it, you know how trash it is, man. It's not fun, but good news is, you know, episode 100 prepared my hands for this, so I'm a lot better, you know, that was a good long decathlon after not training ever. So, alright, there we go, got that in there, and now we have to get the Cole ones in there, which is not going to be fun. Now, can we remove these lower legs? Hold up, can we remove these lower legs? That would help a lot. Nice, nice, we can remove these lower legs. So, removing the lower legs from these thighs is going to be nice because then we can just, you know, plug them right into that Adam Cole. Now, will I have to reheat it potentially, which is going to be so dumb, but, you know, you got to do what you got to do. You're going to need those knee pads as well. We can plug that into the Ultimate Edition over there, but then we also need to come back over here, plop that out, and then, jeez, man, how trash, man, just trash cans. All right, that there, that there, that there, and then this shish right here, man. I honestly don't know how that happened. Don't know how I did that, but oh my God, that's so nice. That is so nice, man. And you know what else is nice? How I'm just popping and I'm just pop-lopping and locking and dropping. You know what I mean? I'm not having to like, I don't know, like everything right there, that may have been the cleanest transition I've ever seen. How clean was that, man? We were just popping and locking and doing all that mess, and now we run into now we're at an impasse because I cannot get this. There's no way I'm getting this freaking thigh swivel out of this Adam Cole. But that was a nice run we had right there, wasn't it? Wasn't it good? Alright, so, okay, these have to go over here. I gotta move all of this. Before we heat this up, though, I'm just gonna reheat it without showing you and then plop it in there. Because we're gonna have to reheat the lower legs, too, so that we can attach those. So we'll do that. And I guess before we do that, we can go ahead and put the Rea Ripley gauntlets on here. So all we're doing here is we're literally popping the hands out, taking this gauntlet, going over here. See, I like this because it's going to cover up this wrist tape, and it's going to add to the overall effect of the figure itself. So look at that right there, man. That's so nice. Hold up. Make sure I do this right. Look how nice this is going to be, man. Look at that right there. Like that right there. Dude, that is just nasty. Okay. And then we're going to come over here, pop this out. Go over here, pop this hand back in, then go over here, do the same thing, pop this hand out, pop that out, pop the gauntlet onto the figure, pop the fist back in, and the Rhea Ripley is done. You can see that one at the end there. But first, we gotta heat up these legs. I'm not gonna even show it. I'm just gonna, the next thing you see is me attaching everything. Another thing I think I'm gonna do is I think I'm gonna put the Rhea Elite 84 jacket, the vest, put that onto that fix-up Rhea. I think that would be really sweet. I can't get this out. I'm about to have a damn conniption, but I may use some pliers, man. I don't really care if I F up this thigh mold. I really don't really care. I'm not gonna use this upper thigh, you know? Not gonna use this upper thigh, so completely butcher it just to get it apart. Lord in heaven. Yep, that's ruined. Don't really care. See that? Give it an imprint. Yep, don't care. Gonna plop this in here. Alrighty. So this right here is the left, so we're gonna plop this in here. And we gotta get the left leg. That's gonna be this one that has the peg sticking out, which is annoying. I don't like when the leg's like that. I mean, I can try this, but I don't like it personally. I don't like when the peg is like stuck halfway like that. Oh! Jesus, man. Little tip, use the pliers right there. Needle nose pliers, you can pull it right back out there. So we're going to pull these knee pads up right here, and then we're going to slide the lower leg in like that, and then shove this through the hole so that we can reattach this RVD. Then after we get RVD done, we got to do all that Cody Rhodes shish. So probably just be voicing over it. So while I attach this, I'm going to cut it over to me, painting up Cody Rhodes. So what we did first right here is we did take this Midnight Navy or Ceramcoat Navy paint, and I just painted over the black straight up. And I typically like to thin out my blue paint, but I did not do that for this. I just dipped it right out of the cap, but it seemed to cover pretty well. It did require kind of like 1.5 coats to certain layers or certain areas of the figure, but we got the jacket done, then we did get the arms done, and then I did switch out the head sculpt for a smiling head sculpt, which you'll see in a moment. But then it was time to work on the wings. I did have to chop off that little peg on the back so that the wing would sit flush with the back of the Cody jacket. And then after we did that, I did paint them in white, and I didn't like the way it covered. It didn't cover that well, so I just put a couple coats on there, and then I decided to dry brush the gold onto the top of it, resulting in this right here. Alright, man, so here's everything we did today. I think it was pretty successful and I had a lot of fun with it, man. I think that we have a lot of upgrades here, man. A lot of upgrades, and we got to feature the ladies here today, so that's good. But let's get into this Cody Rhodes, man, because I think that this is definitely the biggest project that we did here, and I think that it turned out pretty damn cool, man. So we're going to spin this around, and you will see here that we painted the wings, and I added like some just gold, just sort of dry brush strokes to it, and it looks solid. I think it looks a lot better in person than on camera. But we did super glue that to the upper back. And I don't know, like, I'm only doing this one time. I'm not going to do this, you know, to all of the Codys. I do have this figure multiple times over, but, you know, I have a jacket version, I have a gear version, and now I have, like, the full entrance here. And it's just it's sort of just a placeholder, I guess, unless, I don't know, Mattel may never do this gear again, but they could probably redo it in, you know, in better detail. But one thing that really stands out is the blue, man. Look at the blue and how it came through, you know, Ryan, unintentional, but the blue really sets it off, man. I think that the blue is really sweet. I think that turned out fantastic, and I think it ties in everything. I did put a smiling head sculpt on there as well, but this turned out sweet. I think it turned out sweet. Now, can I take the jacket off? I don't know. I know that I can still articulate the arms and stuff. Like, look at that blue, dude. Like, this still looks pretty good. Could I take the jacket? I don't know. I'm sure I could, actually, because, you know, once you pop the arms out, you can take that vest deal off right there. So, I don't think it's the biggest deal because I'm not going to take the jacket off because I already have a gear version and a wrestling coat version or entrance coat version. This looks sweet, though. I'm pretty intrigued with this. I think it fits the back well and goes all the way down the coat. Like, dude, what a standout. That looks amazing. I'd love to know what your guys' thoughts are on that. As far as everything else is concerned, let's take a look at RVD. RVD looks amazing, man. I think RVD looks about how I wanted him to on the first action figure surgery. Now, one thing I'd like to do is give him black lower legs. I think that would add to it, but besides that, this gear is phenomenal. No more Johnny Gargano syndrome. He has the Van Damme on the kick pads, better head sculpt, hand tape, chef's kiss. This is a fantastic RVD fix-up, and it looks so good. I'm so happy with it. I think that it turned out so good. I love it. I love it. And I think RVD's quads were also quite massive, so, I think that works out too. I think that, it doesn't bother me that he has larger legs or whatever. So, and I think the height's good. Look, he's a little shorter than Cody. I think that's accurate. And then we do have this Toni Storm. Now, this Toni Storm isn't the greatest. I'd like to have the Mattel Basic head sculpt, but I still think this works for now. Look, the kick pads look good. Like, dude, this is pretty, it's a serviceable Toni Storm figure right here. And I like the AEW head sculpt. I did put the choker on there just because, even though it doesn't look that great. But I think this is a good placeholder for now. I definitely want to put like a black 3/4 jacket on it, give it the Mattel Basic head sculpt. But for now, this is just going to be a placeholder, I guess. But she also has the back tattoo. But I like it. I think, if you want to make a Toni Storm, maybe that's an idea for you there. Definitely, putting the Reckoning figure to good use until we get an updated version there. But we do have the Rea Ripley, man, and this Rea Ripley looks fantastic. Look at the vest with the leg gear, the tattoos, the black boots, the wrist gauntlets. This looks so good. Now, the only thing that I will be doing to this figure is I'm not going to keep this head sculpt on here. As good as this head sculpt looks on this figure itself, there is that basic figure coming, and I'm going to put that basic figure head sculpt on here, and it's going to make it look even better than it does right here. So I'm excited for it. Lots of Rea Ripley to come in 2025. I guarantee this won't be her last appearance on Surgery. At the end of the year, we're going to have a bunch of Rea Ripley fix-ups, I'm sure. Her figures just look so good. Even if this isn't even an official gear, it definitely looks that way, doesn't it? It looks like something she would have already worn. But the last figure we have is the Liv Morgan. And this turned out pretty good. I don't know why people clown on this head sculpt. I think that it looks pretty daggum good. And then I think the pivot to just a boot swap instead of a thigh swap is money. I just think, after I took those off, I just thought it looked odd to me, and I didn't like that. So I wanted to make an audible there, and I think these look really good. You have the green ties that ties into the gear. You have the straps on the front, which ties in. Better head sculpt, and we put the choker on there. So she's got a lot going on here. And her head may sit a little high. I may play around with that and try to get that down, but it was a successful day of Surgery, man. A lot of success here. Great success. But anyways, man, that's pretty much going to wrap up episode 101. I'm so happy that we got another episode of Surgery. And again, man, I'm hyped. We finally have Surgery coming at a clip again, and it's so great. I'm excited, man. But a huge shout out to our Patreon members, man. Come by our Whatnot show tomorrow night, man. Don't miss it. I'm trying to get to the Royal Rumble, and so we're going to be selling off some stuff so that I can make that happen, man. Apparently, Royal Rumble going to be in Saudi next year. Won't be making that show, Brad. I can tell you that. So might as well get my John Cena farewell tour at the Royal Rumble, and I'll see you guys at Mania too. But that's going to be my 2 shows for the year. But got to get to the Royal Rumble. So come by the Whatnot stream. It's going to be a lot of fun. Go check that out. But I'm getting the hell out, man. See you guys next time. Have a blessed one. I'll catch you guys later. I almost said later and then changed it, but let's shut the hell up and get out.